The following part of the demonstration will focus on the advanced search engine. The advanced search engine is set up for each of the metrology areas in the three domains of measurement: general physics, chemistry and biology, ionizing radiation. We choose now mass and related quantities to illustrate the main features of the search facility. This screen shows the advanced search page from which one can switch to another domain of measurement: general physics, chemistry and biology, ionizing radiation, and can also switch to another metrology area under general physics. We notice that in addition to the free text search box, there are additional filters: branches, service, subservice, and individual services. Those are related to the classification of service defined by each consultative committees, and this information can be downloaded from the bottom of the page. If we scroll down the page, we see the list of classification of service, pointing to the correct PDF. We now take an example to find the service provider for the calibration of mass standards of 1 milligram with an uncertainty of 0.5 microgram. For this, we select the appropriate service to subservice until mass, until the individual service, mass standard, and then we apply criteria. We get 871 results corresponding to the criteria selected, and the CMC information is the same as for the quick search. However, it is presented under table format. To target the service with the appropriate scope, one can use the filter at the top in the heading of each of the columns. So if we scroll further on the right of the table, we will reach the value of the CMC and the expanded uncertainties of the CMC. We were looking for the 1 milligram mass standard. And although it's quite easy to sort, there's quite a few number of pages. So another option to target our CMCs would be to select all CMCs from all these pages and to do an extract in an Excel file. So this information will be available as soon as we do a select all. There's a select all button on the top right of the table, and then one has the possibility to do an export of all the CMC for sorting the data. However, there is a third and better option, I guess, to be used, and this is the numerical search functionality, which has been implemented in the KCDB. This functionality is accessible under other filters. If we expand the other filter box, we notice the additional filters: countries. One has the possibility to select a country. One has a possibility to select CMC within a range, a date at which the CMC were published, could be in the year 2020 or 2019. But here we will focus on the numerical search. Before going further in the demonstration, an important point is that the numerical search requires that the full set of service boxes are selected. This is to have the correct filtering of the unit in the numerical search tool. We were looking for the mass standard of 1 milligram. So we will enter the unit 1 milligram, maximum and minimum value, and we can also add the uncertainty, which was 0.5 microgram. Having entered all the criteria, we can then apply the criteria. And if we scroll down the page, we see that 15 results correspond to the criteria entered in the advanced search engine. Scrolling further on the right of the table to check the values of the uncertainty and value of the CMCs obtained, we notice that we have had the correct list of CMCs, ranging 1 milligram and 0.5 microgram. We will now look at the case where the user searched for a specific CMC, which the internal service identifier was referenced by the institute. This is, for instance, to check the current status of the CMC. For this, we take the example of the service declared by an institute in France in the domain of length. So we will switch to the length metrology area, and we will use the search box to enter the service code LNE5 that we know, and we will then add the appropriate criteria until we can indicate that it was an N standard in our case, and the country is France. Having entered all those criteria, we then apply, and we reach the corresponding CMC. From LN in France in dimensional metrology, it's a gauge block instrument, and we can read the value of the CMC and the expanding value of the CMC. Here we can also see in this example that the uncertainty is expressed as an equation. From this page, we can click on the link, and we see that this is expressed as a quantity equation. Just to highlight here that there already validated and published CMC that still contains some numerical equation. However, the transfer to the quantity equation format has started in the domain of length and has been completed in the Euramet region. Now, several consultative committees requested the implementation of the quantity equation format, a format which is frequently used and required by the accreditation body. With this last example, I will end my demonstration on the advanced search engine, and I will thank you for your attention.